So, in the middle of me recording, it got kicked off because my kid's school kept calling. So, we want to pick up from where we left off at. Okay. So, the thinking man, and you have the woman in front that's guarded. It looks like a dude, but it's really a woman. She is prepared. She is armored up. So this is telling me that you are prepared for what's next. Her helmet is not even on. She's not covered. Her head is not covered. But that's showing me his is. I feel like confusion for you could be here as well. Or there can be a masculine energy and a feminine energy who is, it is T. See, I be telling you I was T. It be, maybe the first part wasn't, and the second part is the T. So this is the energy of the thinking man to the woman. So there's somebody who could be trying to figure out the way you walk, the way you think, the way you talk, how to engage you. You can have somebody who is very interested in wanting to court you or date you, but I feel like they feel you are dealing with another person. So there can be somebody who know that you're involved with somebody else, or you may be involved with another person, and this person is trying to figure out how can they respectfully I wanted to say conjure, but how can you know what I'm saying? It's not conjuring. How can they conquer you? Is what I'm hearing. Conquer. That sounds a little fucked up, but looking for you. How can I get you? You so close, but yet so far. Look at how this is this end. Hey. And then on the back is just wondering, how do I get to this point to be able to connect with you? How can I get to this point to be able to give you your flowers? How can I get to this point? And I definitely feel like for some of you, this is a past situation because the Six of Cups is past. There can be somebody from your past who is wondering, how can they make something right? There can be somebody who watches you, or they can be seeing your lights on, especially if you're in the same location. Somebody wondering who in your room if it ain't them. So you definitely got somebody, and look at how you wondering. Look at how you looking. I wonder who's there if it's not me. Can I have the chance again? Oh, come back. So somebody is wondering who you giving your good ass energy to at nighttime, because look at her at nighttime just as shining. So maybe your presence at night was very warming. Maybe your presence at night was very welcoming. Maybe this person longs for you because at night they are stuck and you see. This is the High Priestess, and the High Priestess was the first card that we pulled out of our bingo card. It was High Priestess, then it was Death, and then it was the Tower. Six of Wands here. Look at how confident she is. Look at how this little thing is like busting bubbles. I definitely feel like somebody can be busting somebody's bubble at this time. BJ can be significant. That can be somebody's initial. I heard base for B, and then I heard J. I'm hearing base joints, base jam, big jump, BJ, big jump. There can be a big jump, a big leap of faith that you may be foreseeing, or you may see that you may need to take in order for you to have a successful confirmation, to have a successful meeting. Hold on, the pain ends just popped up. Oops, sorry. Come on. That's my pen falling. Penmanship can be significant, but at the bottom it says right there, hold on. This just popped up, as you see right here. Say now. That's spirit. Hold on, the pain ends. So I feel like if somebody's been holding on to some, heartache as well, this can be a masculine trying to figure out, how do I open up myself to you? So I definitely feel like there is a masculine who is in the vibration of raising it and learning to be able to communicate without feeling, abandoned, without feeling, disrespected, is without his masculinity being discarded. So I definitely feel like somebody can have a hard time with speaking up on their masculinity because they feel like they'll be discredited for their, and feel like a woman. This ain't it a word for that? Like neuter, but it ain't neuter because neutering is a cat. But for a man, it would be a specific word for like cutting off the gender. I don't know. Let me go. You could be watching the show with something like that because there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Somebody can be wanting to get their shit clipped, or you may be hearing people talking about, you know, getting a vasectomy. You got the Queen of Cups here. This can also be birthing. You have two energies, the High Priestess, which is the Queen, the Crown, the Mother, the Crown. Then you also have the Queen of Cups will be the Empath. So you have two women down here, and you have three women down here. If this would be you, these would go together. So we'll say two. Three women. We have three energies on the board. We have three different women. One is here that's feeling stuck, and then you have a masculine energy here that's feeling stuck. But the question is, what is, and then you have your Death card coming out here, y'all, and the Ten of Pentacles with family and Four of Wands if you should stay or go. So I definitely feel and see the energy of like feeling trapped, feeling like you have to follow through with some type of family. This giving dysfunction here, pretending until we can't, so fake it till we make it. I feel like in front of one person, this person puts this, I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this person in front of other people put on a show, but I feel like behind the scenes they're wishing, hoping, and praying that they can have a breakthrough or find a way out of a situation. Someone's looking for a divorce. This is another energy. Someone's looking to find a way out. They want a divorce. They want to free themselves for being tied down. This person is tired. They're willing to give it all. They'll give you the money. They'll give it up. They'll give it all up just not to be in a relationship. They would rather stop pretending. You see the mask broke. They would rather stop pretending. You see the snake, and they'll let go, because it also can be rope, but it's a snake. They're rather free themselves, and they'll tell you everything. This person is willing to tell it all to this person just so that they can let them go. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles talks about balance. Six of Pentacles talks about gifting. Universe is gifting you an opportunity. And also remember, illusions falling, because we're going into, well, it's already done, but one of those retrogrades talks about the illusion falling. Which one was it? Was it Uranus? Illusions. I'm gonna have to go back. So you got the Ten of Swords here faced up, and the Three of Pentacles. Now, this one says, I've done my due diligence. I said all that I needed to say, and I'm willing to take the pain. This one is saying, I'm tired of being stabbed. I'm tired of being stuck. I'm tired of being pinned down. I'm ready to come from out of this shell and free myself. And he's freeing himself. So you got the Three of Pentacles over here, which is him by himself again, but he's carrying his boxes. Look at the rose sitting there. I'm ready to retire this. Somebody can be ready to retire a situation, collaborate on new endeavors, collaborate on new financial ways of being. Also, if you're in serious commitments and relationships, the next question is asking your partner, where do we go next from here? How can we elevate our finances? What do you think would be a good investment to do? Invest in stocks if you need to. Apple, Walmart, maybe not those. They're bad because, I mean, they're not bad, but because they're so far already. But look into different investment groups. Like, that'd be very important. I'm not telling you this because of me. I'm telling you this because this is what my spirit is sharing with my heart for you guys. So I would definitely take heed to these messages. Let's talk about these cards. You have the Hangman here. We'll start with Death. Fuck it. We'll start with the Hangman. That's what I said in my head before I said Death. That side. So we have that side, which talks about the Hangman vigil goes into the night, not the dark night of the soul. So the Hangman vigil goes on into the night and not the dark night of the soul, but the glittering night of cosmic awareness. So becoming more aware and being in tune. Two men stand before him, marveling at the vastness of the heaviness. There have two acolytes of the Hierophant. And then we talk about the Hierophant, which is number 5. Major Arcana, and this is the next step of the stage of spiritual development. Now the Hangman is their teacher, modeling how to give up what they know, the dogma of the church, and surrender to the unknowable. When you get this side in the reading, the two sides of the Hangman card can be seen as exhalation and inhalation. Exhalation and inhalation, metaphorically speaking. So inhale, exhale. On the other side, ego and preconceptions are released. On this side, symbols enter the conscious one by one to be perceived more clearly by a mind empty of expectations. You have to empty your mind and thoughts of expectations. You have them, but be mindful of others' expectations that you have for them. It is helpful to lay this card side by side with the Hierophant and compare them. As the two alkaloids are doing, the snake on the Hierophant's cross has come down to earth. Wisdom is no longer linked to doctrine. It is an attribute of contemplation. The mask is broken. Illusions are shattered. What are you now ready to see? So what illusions are you hiding from yourself at this time that you're now ready to face, that you're ready to see? What financial situations or what people ties or that you have linked within yourself that can be keeping you stagnant or unsure, making you feel like you are being hurt over and over. This is also about speaking your truth about your expectations. So I'm gonna go. I have to stop y'all because I be going and I get lost, and I don't want that right now. I want to keep going because I got too much to read. So death here. You got, for death, it says, the two men kneel before death, who comes in the shape of a knight upon a pale horse. This is the death card. The two men kneel before death, who comes in the shape of a knight upon a pale horse. Fire erupts from the horse's eyes. A rag black flag bearing the mystical rose whips in the wind. Death brings a storm in his wake. Towering dark clouds loom over the scene. We cannot see his true face, only the cold armor that contains his essence. When you get this side, the card is a fearsome sight indeed, but do not fear. So pay attention to the fear. For it really signifies an impending death. It is a reminder of memento mori. The death comes to everyone and everything. In fables, those who try to evade death always fail. Something has ended or is about to end, and there is no escaping that. Release what no longer serves you and make way for the new. So you could be holding on to an old thought or expectation of what your relationship should look like, but are you being fair with your expectations and your limitations on others? Are you allowing your person to be free of you with no insecurities or no jealous tendencies, no minimal bickering? Are you and your partner and spouse able to communicate with the needs to be met for each other as a listening and responding, and not just giving an opinion but giving advice when it's needed, not wanted? Are you throwing things in somebody's face, belittling their character and hurting them, or are they doing this to you? These are things that you want to pay attention to as you transition in these relationships, as you transitions in your relationships. Okay, let's go into the Three of Pentacles because it's closer than the other ones, I think. No, it's not. Oh, yeah, it was. All right, Three of Pentacles here. All right, for your Three of Pentacles, you have this side. So this is actually that side. So sunlight illuminates the beautiful stained glass windows where the third man, dressed wealthily, is also watching the work in progress. He holds a foundation stone in his hand, carved with the alchemical symbol for fire, an upward pointing triangle. Within the triangle is another triangle, symbolizing the fire within. At the base of a pillar is a distilling vessel used in alchemy. A rose has been placed in the vessel's mouth. When you get this side in the reading, this man is the fancier or financier or financer of the project. So this person is the financer of a project, but that's not his only contribution. His biggest gift is enthusiasm, which will sustain the endeavor and serve as its foundation. Whatever you wish to build, find others with the same enthusiasm to build it with you. This may be in business, community work, the arts, or any other process that requires many willing hands and hearts. They are out there looking for you. So this also gives you clarity into the situation of the thinking man. So also remember, these cards are a representation of things that are also to come to you. So what you have coming towards you at this time is Spirit saying, hey, you got people coming towards you, don't shoo them off. You may be in the store, somebody want to have a conversation. Have the fucking conversation. Just have it. I'm checking you like Nike, sis. I'm checking you like Nike. Have the conversation, because the conversation that you have, this person can give you information. If you're joining groups, or you talking to people, or you networking with people, they can be giving you phenomenal ideas to help you build off of your own, and help you add addition to you to get you to go out. So be mindful, because Spirit is sending people in your life right now to help you, guide you. It's not just about love, or every person that come into your life to help you that's a masculine is not here to be your man or just here to be a friend. This person is here to give you some insight, so don't just cast everybody out. Be cautious with the way that you speak, because you can be hurting yourself more than helping yourself and putting your foot in your mouth because of you ready to shut the fuck up type shit. Or I don't want to hear nothing you got to say because I already know what I want. I know who I am. You can't tell me nothing type shit. So be mindful of being vulnerable to the openness of a person sharing, ideas with you and encouraging you and giving you, insight. This could be how to be vulnerable in the next relationship for yourself, or how the insight of a man really is, so that you can kind of articulate your own thoughts and put it with the reflection of what a man is, and kind of see why they are the way that they is, and how can you protect yourself from those type of situations, scenario, or what to expect when you're dealing with a relationship, because you'll have insight based off of what this person has told you. And it being a man, to be way better than a woman trying to share what a man feels or know, because as a woman to a woman, we can't never experience and say, oh, a man feel like this or a man is like that, because we're not a man, so we can't really say how they think. As far as individuality in ourselves, it's kind of hard to say how another person feel or think as well, because everybody think differently, but the energy still remain the same. So just because you think one way, I might think to get that way differently. So if you have a quicker way to fill up a water balloon, I'm going to use your way instead of using the sink. You understand? So what ideas do you come up with to be able to achieve something a little bit easier and effortlessly? So this is what somebody can be coming to teach you. I hope that, please tell me if that makes sense, because if it don't, I just do another one. Not another reading, but another scenario, but I text it in a box. These videos be taking too long to load, and I don't be wanting to hold y'all. So that's kind of the energy here. 1717. I'm going to put this deck up because I read the ones that was really important. I do have one more oracle deck to pull for you. These was tarot. I'm going to pull an oracle for you. And look, the Tower again. And I feel like all the cards that y'all came out, like all the cards that y'all were in y'all first reading for y'all bingo board, really showed up in y'all second reading. So this can also give you insight to more in-depth situations where your scenario is, coming to fruition, or what you need to be mindful of, because not only did it come out in your reading, but it's also in your board. Whether all three of them on there or just one. It's something that you want to take away and be mindful of and pay attention. Yeah, your fifth chakra, some of you is working with Archangel Gabriel, some of you is working with Archangel Michael, and then some of you is your man's is being worked on with one of these angels as you are. So both angels, all of this is being divinely guided, okay? So you're protected. I'm not gonna lie, I am really hungry. I want some french fries or something. I'll eat shortly. Shuffling. Alright, Spirit, for the collective energy for Patreon and Gang, when it comes to this reading, this wasn't a specific read, this was just an energy read, just to let you know it wasn't a zodiac. You have optimism. Stay optimistic in your situations and your endeavors is what Spirit is sharing at this time. Apprentice is here. So again, oh, not apprentice, but appreciation. So whoever's coming into your life at this time to kind of give you insight into the next steps or kind of help you process or progress to your next steps. This person is going to either be a woman for some of you who comes off as a masculine energy or have a lot of masculine energy, or is going to be a feminine energy, who is very knowledgeable but handle her business like a man would, meaning no nonsense, no bullshit, play with me, I'm gonna play with you back type shit. But that's the energy here. You may be at indecisions because you're not sure what's next or who this person can be, but just know it's up from here. So I'm going to pull your next 3 bingos, and again, this is kind of how it be going starting on the 1st. So I just, again, walking y'all through these last couple of days so that you'll have an understanding of how it works. You won't be lost in the sauce and it's not just pushed on you. And please do remember that memberships do change on the 1st. Alright, so the High Priestess, Death, and the Tower was the first 3 cards, and those again was the 3 that came out in this reading from the previous one. So the next energy is 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles talk about putting in that work, hard work, dedication. Also, it talks about paying attention to your finances, making sure your accounts is where they need to be balanced, and make sure that you're not falling behind. So if you are falling behind, find ways to be able to make a contingency plan or making small payments towards your bills to kind of help you. So 8 of Pentacles is the working man. So I see you putting in the work, but I also see some of the work that you're doing you may feel is going in vain because you're not really getting the rewards for the efforts that you see yourself putting in. The number 5 card after the 8 of Pentacles is the Knight of Cups for y'all board. If you chose the Knight of Cups or is on your board, this is representation of emotional immaturity. So there can be somebody that you deal with that is very flaky, or you can be very flaky when it comes to your emotions. And this is really time for you to acknowledge that and find ways to not run from your emotions, but to actually stand in your emotions and allow your pain to be pain, allow your happiness to be happiness. But once you feel the pain, it won't be as bad as the next hard pain because you become immune to it. You ain't gonna, not super immune, but immune enough not to be bothered about the shit. So Knight of Cups is about being unbothered by certain emotions. And if you're playing with somebody or somebody playing in your face, they're very immature. This person is, you know, they're not sure of their own self. So if you also have number 6 will be a 6 of Wands. So the first card is the High Priestess, the second card is the Death card, the third card is the Tower, the 8 of Pentacles is the 4th, the Knight of Cups is the 5th, and then the 6th card is the 6 of Wands, which talks about victory and success, but also all your hard work will be reaping the rewards. But it also is people who don't really want to see all your good, but some people who are intimidated by your good, but you, for the most part, they support you, but they don't know how to match your energy because you're full with a lot of fire. You have a lot of passion and desires for your goals, and some of you can be dying out of your passions and desire. That's because you're doing a burnout. Take a minute, reset, go back. That is your reading. Those are your 6 cards for your bingo manager today, or your bingo game today, or, you know, going forward in the future, how it will work. Again, I will post this screenshot and post it for you so you can reflect on it and look back at it. Well, not really reflect. I wouldn't. I'll just look and mark my board, to be honest, but you get it. I'll see you guys later. If you have any questions, comment, concern, always as well, please leave it in the comment box. I'll see you all later. Bye.